Peace and blessings, y'all. In this corner box is 24. Good morning. I ain't gonna say good evening because it's 12 o'clock the next day, Sunday, the 31st. And we got an end to a couple of these fights. And pretty much went the way I thought it was gonna go, or I said it was gonna go. I knew Pitbull Cruz was gonna stop Raleigh Romero. You know, he make himself look like a clown, man. You would think that he would humble himself after getting stopped by Tank. But no, he want to keep it going. You want to come back. You want to try to humiliate somebody and disrespect them and call them a chihuahua and all of that. I mean, wearing the little chihuahua chain, that's your good luck charm. But the good luck charm got you stopped tonight. Made yourself look real stupid. When he was being asked a question after the fight, he didn't even know what to say. He just looked so dumb. He looked so stupid. Looked so humiliated because you wasn't humble. And that's what happens, man. When you're not humble, you get humiliated. Now you could go off into the sunset, man, and just do something else. Boxing is not for you, man. You're not a good fighter. And you switch trainers. And it's sad because people was buying into his trainer, the old trainer, Bullet, saying Raleigh Romero was still going to win. And some of y'all believed it, knowing that this man is an awkward fighter, don't have a lot of skills, and he relies basically on one shot. So what was he going to do with a fighter like Pitbull that's going to be coming forward, throwing a lot of shots, talking about he was going to run into something? Yeah, he ran into you with punches and stopped you, man. Man, listen, Raleigh Romero, give it up, man. Do something else. Boxing is not for you, okay? It is what it is. As for Sebastian Fundora and Tim Tszyu, and one thing I noticed about Raleigh Romero and Sebastian Fundora, even though they gave Sebastian Fundora the split decision win. Now, that could have went either way. Tim Tszyu could have got it as well. But one thing I noticed about both of these fighters is they didn't really change anything. Raleigh Romero didn't change his style, didn't try to learn nothing different with his trainer. What did he do different with Salas? What did he teach him? You look the same way, you fight the same way. Backing up, holding your hand up, doing what? Looking for one shot, bro. What are these guys learning from these trainers, man? I just don't get it. Sebastian Fundora, 6'6", 80-inch reach, and you standing on the inside with a man that's 5'9" and a 70-inch reach. When all you got, and even when you were standing in close, Fundora, when he was standing in close, he was missing the shots. How could you miss shots with a reach like that? And you were standing close to the man. You know why? Because you don't know how to place your punches properly. You can place some of them, but not enough. And when you're in too close like that, because of your reach, you're not going to be effective anyway. That's why you're supposed to be outside with the reach that you have. Where is the training, man? What are these guys really learning? That's what I don't understand. That was a close fight right there. And there was times where I thought Tszyu was going to get him out of there because he was hitting him. And if you want to be technical, Tim Tszyu probably won the fight, man. Even if you want to say it was by split decision, I mean, it was a very close fight. He might have landed a little bit more. Maybe he should have got the fight, but at the end of the day, my thing is, again, what are these guys learning, man? Sebastian Fundora, why are you not using your height and your reach, man? You're not going to last like that. You got into a slugfest with Ergson Lubin. You busted him up. He was tapping you, tagging you, hitting you. Then you get stopped by Mendoza, and then you come back the same way. And Tim Tszyu is touching you up and hitting you basically when he wants to. Yeah, I mean, he had the cut, however that happened, by the elbow or whatever. You was bloodied in your mouth and your nose. Your both was bleeding, but I just don't understand why you guys don't learn and do something different after seeing that that's not working, man. Use your height, use your reach, man. Why you kept holding back on the left hand, Fundora? Tim Tszyu was open for it. He's not a defensive fighter, man. He was wide open, right through the middle, right to the body. I mean, his body was open. The middle, this was open, man. Why wasn't he getting punched in the face, in the nose, in the mouth? I just don't get it. Why was you holding back on the left hand? Why was the jab missing so much? Because you don't know how to place your punches and because you was in too close. And because you really didn't have anything on it. And you letting this man step in instead of countering him. And every time he tried to step in, you're supposed to be countering him. You're supposed to be punching. You're supposed to be dropping the left on him, dropping uppercuts on him. Why you don't know how to do that? I just don't get it. Now, on the flip side, Tim Tszyu, if I was you, boss, I would stay away from even Errol Spence. Errol Spence will break you down. Errol Spence throws a lot of punches, man. You ain't not gonna beat even Errol Spence. Crawford, forget about it. Crawford gonna straight stop you, knock you out. But Errol Spence gonna beat you down and then stop you. You're not. Sebastian Fundora showed some of your vulnerabilities tonight. Okay, you can be hit, which I already knew that, but you can be hit a lot. And when you get in there with somebody that can place their punches and lets their hands go, you're going to have a problem. So if I was you, Tim Tszyu, I would stay away from Errol Spence and definitely Bud Crawford. And it's kind of funny to me, too, that Errol Spence, I tell you, these guys are funny, man. You coming off the loss, knockouts, got stopped by Bud, and now you still talking stuff. Let's get it on and all of that. We're going to break them down and all that. I mean, be careful, man. I believe Errol Spence can beat Tim Tszyu, don't get me wrong. But anything could happen. And him fighting Fundora, hey, anything could happen. I'm just saying, what you really should be doing is trying to get that rematch with Crawford. It's not fair that Errol Spence can just say he wants to rematch after Bud Crawford already petitioned the WBO and the 154-pound division that he wants to fight the winner. And now you hear Leonard Ellaby say that he got bad news for Crawford. If Errol Spence wants that fight, he's going to get it. And who jumped in the ring? Errol Spence. So that shows you right there, it's favoritism. And I heard Leonard Ellaby say he's family. He's family with PBC. So he's going to get that fight. He said some things about Crawford, some good and some bad things. He said Crawford is a good guy. He got a good team. But Errol Spence is family. So he's going to get the fight. So what is that? That's boxing politics, man. He's coming off a loss. How could he get in a position over the champion who was undisputed coming up to 154 because he couldn't get a rematch with you? He should be eligible to fight the winner if he wants to, if he don't want to fight at 147 no more. But you could come after a loss and just jump in that spot and get it because of politics? Because that's all it is. Because he's family, which is what Leonard Ellaby said. This is boxing, man. That's politics. That should never happen. See, so this is what I'm talking about. And then there's all this stuff about money and who's making the money and who's doing that, and he knows everybody's numbers. This is Leonard Ellaby. Everything is not about money. Money can't buy everything. Money can't buy everything. So I'm just saying that boxing, man, it's always been politics in boxing, but it's like it's getting worse. There's no way that Errol Spence, coming off a loss, and especially the type of loss that he's coming off of, being stopped, being knocked down, should be able to jump back in position like that. And the other part of it is, if people want to defend him and say it's a car accident with this and that, see, this all shows. That's why I like it too, though, because this all shows. If he's really ready to petition to jump up the fight at 154, then this all shows, man, that he just got beat up by Crawford, it was no excuse. But y'all want to make excuses for this man, excuses that he's not even making for himself. He's ready to jump back in the ring in a higher division. But y'all wanted to say it was the car accident, it was the detached retina, all these excuses. He was the weight drain. Man, y'all crazy, man, to believe this crap. No, it wasn't nothing wrong with him that night, but the fact that he was in there with a superior fighter and he got beat the way I knew he was going to get beat. And he's going to have a problem at 154 with other fighters. Don't get it twisted. He can beat Tim Tszyu because Tim Tszyu is basically mechanical. He's 1, 2, 3. He ain't nothing special. He could beat him. He could even beat Fundora most likely. But when it comes to, well, I don't know if that would ever happen anyway, but based on if he's with Derrick James or not anymore, I don't know if he would ever fight Charlo. I don't know. Charlo, I don't think he would beat Charlo. And even Eric Salubin would give him a go. You know what I'm saying? Eric Salubin might even beat him. So that wouldn't be no easy division for him anyway. But Spence, man, come on back and fight Boots, man. Come back on that note, and let's see what happens. Bet you won't win that fight. But anyway, we're not going to stay on that. Rolly Romero is done. Pitbull, congratulations. Congratulations to Sebastian Fundora, but you got a lot of things to work on, man. If you keep fighting that way, you're going to get laid out again, and you're going to get hurt real bad. If you don't learn how to use your height and use your distance, and use your reach. If you don't learn that and how to place your punches better, you're going to have a problem going forward. Peace and blessings, y'all. In this corner, Boxing 24.